Guys, it's Dorinda at the CrystaLac company. This is going to be episode 2 of Tumbling with CrystaLac, and the subject is prepping your tumbler. We have 3 ways that I suggest for you to prep a tumbler. Prepping your tumbler, first of all, is one of the very most important steps that you can take in having success with putting any product over it. You want to have good adhesion on your CrystaLac products to your stainless steel, your glass, your plastic, whatever you're putting it on. So when we're talking about stainless steel, there's 3 methods. One is that you can strip your tumbler. You can coat your tumbler in citrus strip, wrap it in a wet paper towel, and then wrap that in some aluminum foil. Let it sit overnight, and then the next day you can go and take that factory coating right off of it. Every tumbler that's a stainless steel has a factory coating on it that repels water to keep it from rusting. Otherwise your tumblers in the store would be all rusted when you go buy them. So there's a coating on there and it repels water. If you leave that coating on there and you don't get it off really well, you're going to have an adhesion issue. You may not see it right away, but it's going to affect your tumbler down the road. So it's very, very, very important to get that coating off. The other method that you can use to get that off is just to sand. You can sand it really, really well. Use 220 grit down to 60 grit, just whatever it takes. You can use an electric sander if you need to, or just sand it by hand. You can check to see if you've got the coating off by running it under some clear water. If you see any water beading on it, leaving little water droplets, then you've not got the coating off and you need to go back and get that coating off. Sand it some more. The other thing is if the water is sheeting off of it and you see like a large sheet instead of water beading, then you're good to go. You can actually go and start working on your tumbler. Make sure you wipe it down. Don't leave wet water sitting on your tumbler to dry, because that'll cause it to start rusting and you'll have corrosion on it. So wipe it down when you're done. You can wash your tumbler off with some Dawn dish soap and water. Make sure you don't leave any soapy residue. After it's dry, take some rubbing alcohol, isopropyl alcohol, or surface conditioner that we have, which is a little less toxic if your skin is bothered by the alcohol, and wipe it down to make sure there's no soapy residue on that at all. Then the other method that we have that I found works really well is to get some clear dewaxed shellac. It's made by Rust-Oleum Zinsser. We have it available in our store. You can spray down your metal tumblers with the Rust-Oleum. It acts as a barrier coat and it will take care of that water repellent coating and allow you to put something else over it. It's very cool. So with the Rust-Oleum Zinsser Clear Shellac, what you would need to do is spray 3 mist coats. Spray your first coat. You don't want to do it super thick. I say mist coats because you don't want to have any drips or runs on your tumbler. So spray a mist coat, let that dry between 10 to 30 minutes. Go back and spray another coat to make sure you get any areas you might have missed, and just to be safe, a 3rd coat. Be careful and make sure you get all around the rim really well and the bottom, because if you leave any spots on it at all, you're not going to have some adhesion in those areas. So those are the 3 suggested methods that I have for prepping your tumbler. It's very important. The shellac, I need to mention, it does not work good on a powder coating. That needs to be sanded or stripped off. So far it's working good on glass. I haven't got full testing on it on metal or on colored coats that aren't powder coated, just a paint coating. So test those yourself and just make sure that there's good adhesion on there before you start doing any more with base coating. So that is it on prepping, and keep tuned for the next episode. Thanks. Bye.